My fellow compassionate capitalists, Steve and Catherine here today. And we got a lot to talk about. We don't have much time, but we do want to make things interesting for you. I mean, we know it's hot. Today in Scottsdale it's supposed to be 117. It's miserable throughout the entire West, but hey, we are still working. And one of the reasons why we're still working, well, let's get into a little history note and you'll see what some of our motivation is. So today, April 7th, it's not April, let's fast forward a little bit. Today, June 17th, 1885, the French gave us the Statue of Liberty. Now, granted, the Statue of Liberty is a little bit bigger than this. This isn't quite to scale yet. However, the history of the statue is absolutely amazing, and I would encourage you to dig deeper into it. Obviously, the French, it was kind of like the last little screw you to the English, whom they've been battling for centuries. The English allowed one of their colonies, well, 13 of their colonies, to rebel and become the most powerful nation on earth. Now, this would not have happened if it wasn't for the French. Obviously, we did not have a navy. The French did. And if it wasn't for the French blockading the English Navy, Yorktown would have never happened. So, as a Centennial gift, commemorating our friendship and the war, they gave us the statue. And again, there were some funding issues and the government didn't even want it. But true to American form, the people stepped up, and even though it was 10 years late, we accepted the Statue of Liberty from our friends, the French, today in 1885. We told them that we appreciated them and that, hey, 59 years into the future, we'd be back. We would show them our appreciation. We'd storm the beaches of Normandy. And that's exactly what we did. The main motivation, well, for me, I would have stormed the beaches just because of the French desserts and the sauce, because it's the boss. But one of the things that I wanted to point out today, and it's kind of funny, we're seeing Catherine here in her, whoops, there we go. This is, we here at Titan Impact Group are the Sentinels of the American Dream. And just back then our government wasn't too smart. Today our government's not too smart either, and it's causing a lot of problems, a lot of economic problems, a lot of housing problems to we the people. And it's going to be up to us to get things back on track again. And so I just wanted to show you a little bit of what Catherine does. I'm not sure if you can see the little earpiece and earbud in her ears and stuff like that, but I'll tell you what, you've heard from me. I'm going to let Catherine take it away. She's the one with the numbers. It gets exciting. Just understand, she is on the front lines of the battle of helping all Americans keep the American dream going. So take it away.
So thank you, and I love these history lessons that he gives us inside of the world is shifting. The world was shifting back then, and the world is shifting now. I love that we all have virtual offices, and we get to work from our home offices, and I get to have a standing desk, and I get to have a rebounder.
Let's see that again. That was entertaining.
So yes, this is how I get my work done, and I get a lot of work done making all the energy happen this way. And inside of that, shifting what's happening, a bend in the road isn't the end of the road unless you fail to make the turn. And so what's happening in our economy, it's clear that huge shifts are happening. And so there's an opportunity here for everybody to either put their head in the sand and try and ignore it and hope it goes away, which I promise you it won't, or to step up and you can actually be a hero inside of all of this. And we know there's lots of ways to invest and lots of ways to contribute to the economy. And what we have is just an opportunity for all of our investors to come in and start being the hero inside of making a difference in the economy and making sure it keeps moving forward. Just looking at our numbers this morning, everybody knows, do the numbers tell you what to do. In the last couple of months, we have received over $5.1 billion in assets. Yes, that's with a B, to analyze. And so that's what we're doing. And that's what we give our investors the opportunity to, be a part of. So it's a win-win-win what we do. We are a Titan Impact Group, leave every person, property, and community better than we found them.
And just real quick, didn't mean to cut you off, but actually I kind of did. When she's talking, what's so great about those numbers, you got to understand this is just the appetizer. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Nothing has really even happened yet. And there is a need. Each one of those numbers represents a need. And right now, there's still, the banks are, well, I'll let Catherine explain that. But I just wanted to point that out, that these numbers represent individuals. Mm-hmm. And people that we can help. The individuals whose ancestors gave us our freedoms and have set the example of paying those freedoms back to those in need. So
yeah, so more of what we do and what we really give our investors the opportunity to step up and to be heroes for is it's a win for the bank, because the banks have to get these non-performing notes off of their books. It's a win for the borrower because we're able to work with them personally and do everything we can to help keep them in their homes, so that now they're in their homes, their kids aren't disrupted, their jobs aren't disrupted, and the communities aren't disrupted. Everything stays intact. And when everything stays intact, that makes for obviously way more successful families, economies, communities, all of that. So it's a win for the bank, a win for our the borrower, and then a win for our investor, because each investor that we have is backed with one note, so that their money is secure and taken care of that way. And then it's just a win for everybody. So with that, I hope that you're doing your numbers and that you're really taking a hard look around at how can you make a difference? How can you be a hero in your community and even with your investment portfolio? I love what we talk about being compassionate capitalists. There's a way to add commas to bank accounts and still make a huge difference in the world. And so if you're interested in that, please make sure that you click the links below, and make sure that you share this with any of your other friends who are looking to be compassionate capitalists as well. We'd love to have a conversation with you. So,
with that,
may you never awake from the American dream.